I'm gonna apologize right now for this video. I'm gonna go kind of kamikaze tonight. I'm doing some drum overdubs, like drum layering of some drum set stuff. And I haven't really done that since the Evolve EP. I think it was Brand New Day that I layered some stuff on the end of it. And I've got one song that I'm trying to see if it's gonna make the cut for this next EP. And I wanted to layer some drums on it. And it's late, and I wanted to video a little bit of it. So like I'm handheld completely right now. I'm just gonna kind of move the phone around on some of this stuff. But here's the setup. So I did the main drums already, they're done. And I used this Ludwig kit, which is a 24-inch kick, 13 and 16 on the toms. And then for the main drum part, back down there on the floor, there's a 5x14 8-lug classic maple snare. That's what I used. But for these overdubs right now, I'm gonna use this 5x14 8-lug acrylite. And I'm gonna do I'm gonna try a couple different parts. I'm gonna do an actual groove triple on the end of the song, and then I'm gonna try to come up with some snare line thing, not a snare line, but like a snare line-ish layer to go under another part. We'll see. I haven't really figured that idea out yet. I'm just kind of running and gunning right now while I have the overall idea in my head. I'm gonna try to get it out. So this is what we're gonna start with kit-wise, and just see what happens. Okay, I ended up doing a few takes and trying a few different things because I didn't like initially the effect I was getting from the left and right. So I made one major change. I swapped a bunch of drums out. I took the classic maple toms and the acrylite snare down, and I put up my legacy mahogany toms and the legacy mahogany snare. And I also swapped the cymbals out. So on the left side, it's the Paiste 602s. And for the right side here, besides the toms, it's a dry, dark energy ride and one of my other 602s over there. And this basically gave me that wide kind of just spread out drum sound that I was originally trying to get. And now here are what the two different kits sound like by themselves as the left and right double drums. I'll add the main drums in. Main drums only. And that's the idea that I was trying to get, that left and right kind of it's like this just wide drum sound. It's not like punchy in the middle. It's not real defined on the outsides. It's just this really wide, washy, kind of drum sound that moves a little bit. And that's what I was going for. And here's what it sounds like with music. And one of the coolest things about this is now that I'm hearing what my idea actually was, and it feels right to me, or at least it feels like the idea I was going for, I have some ideas on how I'm going to finish this end part because I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do musically to add in there. But now I'm getting ideas, but that is not for tonight. That's for another night. That's gonna be cool, actually. So coming from this part. Okay, that's gonna be cool. I need to do another take though. Probably a couple, but I think that's the part. And I'm only gonna use, I think, the overheads and room mics. I'm gonna use one snare on one side. I'm gonna use a different one on the right. So it'll be snare left, snare right, and then whatever the main snare was. I'm gonna try that because I don't like this. Eight lug Black Beauty. Cannot go wrong with that. Let's go listen. That's what I was going for. A lot of switching out of drums tonight, which is fine. It's actually kind of fun. It makes the whole process more interesting. So that is definitely what I was going for. So here's what I want to listen to all the new drums. I would say, for me, this night has been a good success. I love this like drum layering stuff, these layering grooves. This is so much fun, and given this a little bit of needed depth in the drum part, which I like, and ideas on how I want to finish it now, what I want to add to the end. So I would consider tonight a success. And I think I can put this drum part to bed. Nice. Sometimes when you say one more, it means like three more, because I just, every time I do that, my mind just wanders. I start thinking about what I didn't like about the take before and try not to make the same mistake, then I make new ones. So I'm going to try not to think.